Alright, here's a DC Universe Classics unexpected video from Wave 20. Yeah, I just went to my local Kmart, and they had like all the Rainbow Lantern wave, all the Hawk and Dove wave, some of the superpower stuff like Cyclotron, Samurai. Man, they had like about 40 figures, and I don't even know where they came from, because they had like about 5 figures the other day. There was like a Dove and like a orange Lex, and you know, that was about it. And then it came in there today, and there was like 2 green arrows and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I had this guy once before, but I don't know, I lost him, or I don't think I sold him. I may have, but his bow was all jacked up, and this one, the bow looks really good in there. So yeah, I got another one. So I got another arm for Necron. Yay! There goes everybody else in the wave. Yeah, I mean, they had everybody. I didn't see a Red Arrow, and I didn't see Reverse Flash, and I think there was a Sinestro out of this wave, which is kind of odd, but yeah, pretty cool. So yeah, we'll check out Oliver here real quick. Alright, now that we got some classics Ollie out of the packaging there, he looks pretty cool. He's got a really nice straight bow. That's way better than the last one I had. Just a shame, and it's really the only thing I can say bad about this figure after having one before, is it's just really a shame that they have the whole arrow already knocked in there like that. It's just kind of like, this is really the only pose you can get him in. Because like, it's not even a really good archery pose. It's like really crappy form. It is cool that it has the fingers that are ready to accept the arrow there, but then you have this little stubby arrow. The bow is about the right length. It might be a little short to be like a true like longbow kind of thing. But I need to take a look at the Marvel Avengers Hawkeye bow and see what it looks like. Maybe upgrade him a little bit. But aside from the bow, and I mean, his arms aren't quite exactly able to pull off the pose. I mean, he should be able to, you know, extend his arm out. You know, may not be able to get exactly straight, but then this arm should be able to come forward and grab that arrow, and that would be a little bit better. I mean, if you could pull it back like this, you know, if you could actually pull the drawstring back, it would work. But you couldn't even pull the drawstring back because the detonator head is already right there on the bow itself. So, yeah. So before I tear this thing up, I'm going to pop it out of his hands and throw it across the room. Accidentally. There we go. Alright, cool. He has your standard DC Universe articulation. Of course, he has a nice ball jointy head, which you don't get a whole lot up and down on this guy. But that's cool. I mean, you get nice side to side and all that. He does a swivel hinge, swivel ball type, or ball hinge type shoulders. Yeah. Swivel bicep, single point elbow. It has a wrist hinge and a wrist swivel. If I can do this in focus, it might be worth watching this video. Focus. Focus, focus. Come on, Oliver. You can do it, man. Yeah, alright. Like I was saying, anyway, he has a hinge and swivel wrist on both. They both do the same way. He has a ab crunch. Nice crunchy abs. He only gets a little bit of movement. You know, he's getting a little bit of back, a little bit of forward, and that's fine. Waist swivel. He has the DC Universe Classics awesome hips that Marvel should totally rip off. He has a lower thigh cut joint, cut swivel, a single point knee, no boot swivel. He does have a ankle pivot or swivel, or whatever you want to call that, and hinge, with no little rocky motion, which is fine. He's okay. He's not too bad. I don't mind him with this articulation like that. I mean, yeah, if he had like super swivelly ankles and he had like the double jointed shoulders like some of the Marvel Legends did, then yeah, it'd be super cool. But yeah. So now I'm in the market for a bow. I may have to make one. I may have to get some wood and actually make a little bow and stuff. Get a little crafty. But yeah, this figure for me is definitely like about a 9.0. Just taking a half point off for not being able to actually hold a correct archery pose, and because he's got a teeny tiny arrow. I mean, you know, don't tell Black Canary, but he does have a teeny tiny arrow. And then the fact you can't remove the arrows from the quiver kind of sucks, and then they kind of got plugged into that infamous hole in the back of his back there. So that's like worth half a point. Even though he has like the strap and everything on here where it would totally hold up probably by itself. They just, yeah, just like mine when it's glued. It would probably hold itself, but nope, they glued this sucker in and used that big chunk of plastic in the back. So I'm not going to bother taking it off. It looks fine like it is. This one actually has a lot better paint than my previous one. I don't think I remember seeing the gold and the little bolts there on the arm being that prevalent and stuff. But yeah, this guy looks really good. Yeah, big fan of the Arrow Show. I think it's a little soap opera-y, a little too much like, kind of like Smallville, I guess, but it's kind of done in the same vein. But, you know, stuff I like. You know, it's alright. It's cool seeing a DC character every week on screen. And glad I found me a classic Oliver Queen. Yeah. So if you don't have one, and try to get one. They're kind of hard to find right now in the stores. They shouldn't even be in the stores. But I'm not sure what he's going for online. I'm sure he's going about 20-25 bucks. But, yep. Still pretty cool. Still pretty cool. One last thing. This dude has a mutant pinky. Look at this. It's like a little loop. Weird. What is that? What is that, man? It's like a little curled around nubby thing. I don't even know what that is. But, yeah. Who else is going to notice that, right? Ha. Boom, 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 boom. If you can find them, you can hire the B team. Bum, 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 bum. Fighting foemen. Eternian, evil Eternian pirate clan. Fighting foemen, pirate clan. Work for the Horde, and nobody knows what they don't even. Can't even finish the song.